I'm Della Cruz. Thank you very much for joining us. Today we're putting the spotlight on a writer, producer, director, and songwriter from Essex County. Lavigne Gass grew up in Patterson. She produced a film for the stage play Pearls. You're looking at a picture of all the cast members featured in this production. Here is the trailer for Pearls.
You will never look at a pearl the same way. Never.
Lavigne is joining us here in our studios right now, and welcome. It's good to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. How are you?
Just dandy. You wrote 5 of the original songs.
Yes.
Along with co-writing and co-directing.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, first of all, this is just so surreal to actually be here and to watch that trailer because this has been a long time coming. I wrote the play Pearls about 3 years ago, and because of fear, I allowed it to cripple me.
Really?
Yes, I really, really did. So this is just a testimony to myself and to others that anything that you put your mind to, you can do it. Don't let anyone or anything or yourself stop you from, going forth with your dreams.
Exactly. How did you overcome that fear?
Well, I had people, my friends and family, that kind of dug into me, but like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't let them drink, you can't make them drink it. So I was that stubborn horse, and then finally one day I looked at myself and I said, okay, this can't be my life. Like, I went to college, Clark Atlanta University, majored in communications, and thankfully, ever since I've been out of college, I've had jobs working in the field of study, but I've always had this affinity for writing, and I just decided to actually take the bull by his horns and go forth with my dream. So I got it copywritten, and there was no audition. I actually went to these people personally and asked them to come along with me with this journey, and they all agreed, and the rest is history.
See what happens when you step out on faith.
Yes, yes, and that's all that it is. I did a vision board, I stepped out on faith, and I'm just happy to say that with prayer and with that vision board, because everything on that vision board is actually coming to life.
See, so people, it works.
It does work.
Doubted that. I love the diversity in your cast.
Oh, yes. Well, the play it follows 10 unique individuals, and the diversity doesn't just stem with ethnicity, it's also with religious backgrounds and the ages. I did not, although I'm an African-American woman, I did not want to just focus on African-American people. I am a woman who has feelings, who has raw emotions, and I wanted to tell stories, and no matter where you're from, no matter what your socioeconomic background is, who you pray to, we all want to be loved.
Yes, we do.
We all have emotions, and that's what the premise of Pearls is.
Go on, Miss Shonda Rhimes in Hollywood.
Hey, Shonda.
What is the premise of this stage play?
Well, a pearl is from an oyster, and every oyster doesn't create a pearl, and anyone who knows about pearls, especially real authentic pearls, they are very hard to find and they are extremely expensive. So metaphorically, that's what we as humans are. We are pearls, but some of us stay trapped in that oyster. We all go through life, we go through the adversities of life. So the question is, do you continue to allow your adversity to dictate your future, or do you learn from whatever you're going through, buckle up and make changes? And that's what it is. And when I wrote the play, in my mind, like I said, it's 10 people who are in the production. I did not want to say, okay, this particular person is the pearl. In my mind, I have 2 people, but anyone who walks away, they may say no one was the pearl. They may say all 10 was the pearl. So I leave it to the viewer's interpretation.
Your grandmother is in this play?
My grandmother is in the play.
Tell me about that.
My grandmother is in the play, and she allowed fear a little bit to get into her, and the night before she said, I just want to let you know that after this I'm not doing it ever again. And I'm like, you're one of my main characters, because she was so scared. And it's funny because she puts on plays, and I actually learned from her. Yeah, and my music director, Mr. Del Skip Van Rensselaer, we attend the same church, and he was my choir director. So a lot of things as a kid, I learned his technique, and now I have him and he's working with me, so it's like going full circle.
Exactly, and we'll talk to him in the next segment. You are donating proceeds to Patterson's First AME Zion Church for a special program they run. Tell us about that.
Yes, that is the church that I attend, and I just felt that it would be, you know, I want to give back to the community, and we have a sound and sight ministry that I will be, every show that we do, I will be donating proceeds to it to teach the youth in our church and possibly the city to work cameras, to work social media, because they are our future. And as you know, we live in a technological advanced society, and some people don't really like to go to church, especially children. It's like, oh, it's boring. So I figure if you tap into what they are interested in, maybe that will bring the community and people to come to the church.
It certainly will.
Yes.
You have cast members who couldn't be here today. We have video of them. Tell us about that.
Okay, so they are an amazing cast. A lot of them are educators. Most of them work in the Patterson Public School District, and one works in the school district of East Orange. So unfortunately, they couldn't be here because they are at work. But they were all amateurs. Every person except for 2, my grandmother and another cast member by the name of Eric McKenzie, they have acted, but we've been rehearsing for 6 months. And when you see them, they don't seem like neophytes. They're very, you know, on point and on top of their game.
So they're newbies, and this is their first production.
Yes, yes.
Well, congratulations to all of them. You must be so proud of them.
I am very proud of all of them. Hopefully they can take this and fly, and hopefully I can come see them on Broadway.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it, Laveen?
Yes.
Thank you so much. We have much more to talk about, honey, so thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Right after the break, we will chat with the co-director and music director. We are putting the spotlight on cast members from the new film Pearls, produced by Laveen Gass. Dale Skip Van Rensselaer, don't you love that name, is the music director and pianist. Jason Martin is the videographer and co-director of the film. Welcome, gentlemen. It's good to have you here. Love that name of yours.
Yeah. Took me to the 4th grade to learn it, but I got the hang of it after a while.
Let me hear you say it.
Dale Skip Van Rensselaer.
Ooh, nice ring to it. Dale, you composed the original theme song for this play, I'm a Pearl?
Yes.
Where did it come from?
Well, actually, the director, Laveen, gave me the lyrics, and I just played around with the melody for a while. It's a beautiful lyrical song, so it wasn't difficult. You know, it just kind of came to me one morning. I was sitting at the piano, and it kind of flowed. Sometimes it takes a long time to create a song. Sometimes it just flows. And that particular song did.
And
I think this whole production,
the meaning behind it?
The meaning behind it definitely helped, but I think this whole project's just been blessed from the beginning, so I wasn't surprised.
Definitely. And Jason, you co-directed the short film for Pearls. It took how long to shoot?
Well, it only took 48 hours, and I remember when, you know, Laveen first approached me about it. We more usually do commercials and weddings. It wasn't really our comfort area, but like Skip said, it just kind of flowed. I mean, she has such a great cast and such great writing. You know, it was just addictive. We couldn't stop working on it, and we were able to produce it in 48 hours.
You all belong to the same church. Tell us
Yes.
about that experience.
Well, when Levine came to me and asked me to assist her, I was actually very honored to do that. I've actually known Levine since she was a child. I know both her mother and her father and her family were all from the same church. And it just, at this stage of my life, it just does my heart good to see somebody who has a vision and wants to follow through with it. And she was excited about it. So I was excited just to join the whole production.
I gather you were excited too to be a part of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to watch. It's fun to be a part of. It's just a great crew and great personality, and you could tell that people really enjoy that on stage as well, when they're on stage as well as off stage.
Tell me about your efforts in giving back to your community, because that means a lot to you too.
Correct.
Well, that's always been paramount to me. I was born and raised in Patterson. I belong to some civic organizations, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity. We do things for the community. So anything we can do to give back to the community is always important to me, because unless something tremendous happens within the next couple of years, I plan to be in Patterson for the rest of my life.
Why is that? You love Patterson.
I love Patterson.
And you know it gets a bad rap in the news sometimes.
It does, and maybe sometimes rightfully so, but there are a lot of good things going on. That's why I was so excited about the production that Levine did, because, and I'm glad that you're accenting it in your newscast here, because the positive things need to be showcased about Patterson. A lot of positive things going on. So
You also too give back too.
Correct, and this is an opportunity of how, you know, there's so much talent, there's so many people that does so many things, and I have the opportunity to use, you know, our video productions and different things like that to show and get the word out to the folks what's really there. There's so many different programs and so many different things, and Pearl was just another example that, you know, we could all get together and do something positive and great, you know?
Positive and great. I love that. Jason, Skip, thank you both very much for coming on, and keep up the great work with the
it was
production.
our pleasure. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank
Take
you.
off and soar. We'll be right back with two actors from Pearls. I'm Della Cruz. We are putting the spotlight on a new film called Pearls, produced by Laveen Gass. Two cast members are joining me right now. Mildred Rivers is a native of Patterson. She plays Dr. Raquel Breyer, a self-made millionaire. Christine Perez, also a native of Patterson. She plays Maritza Cordero, a hot and spicy wife.
Oh,
Welcome,
that's
ladies.
right.
It's good to have both of you here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, good to be here.
Now, Mildred, you say your character puts you at ease.
Oh, yes, it has. It really has. I've been having such a hard time working, finding jobs and stuff. So when this part came about, I was like, you know what, I can do this. I need to do this. It takes my mind off of other things. And I just fell into the part. So sometimes I find myself doing all of this, but I love it.
Describe your character and what she's like.
Oh, well, I'm a self-made millionaire, first lady.
Like a Madam C.J.
Very,
Walker?
very bougie.
Ooh.
But I love the part. I really do love the part.
And what do you think you bring to it? That's you.
That attitude, that sassy attitude you see right there.
I'd love to do that.
I bet you're great on stage. I love that. And Christine, you say that the play was an escape and an outlet for you and put you on a deep spiritual journey.
It definitely was. Over the past year, I've had a really trying time in my life, and it just came at such a good point. I literally lost my job in April, started rehearsing for the play in May, and I believe that God put me with these specific people at this specific time for a special purpose, and it's just been great. It's literally been an escape. I get to channel all the chaos going on in my life into these emotions that I bring on set, and I get to scream, cry, act crazy, and nobody's judging me because I'm allowed to do that. And it's just great. We're like a family,
Yes.
so that's also
Yes.
helped as well.
Would you say your character has bits of you in her?
Oh my goodness. What would you say, Mildred?
Yes.
A little. She's very sassy, and she's fun. She's fun-loving, so.
Yes, very nice.
This is a first-time venture on stage for both of you.
Yes, it is.
What was that like?
Yes, it is. It's very exciting. It's thrilling. I just can't explain all the things, but I just love it. Really love it.
Yes.
Can't wait to do more.
Yes, nerve-wracking at first, and then the adrenaline rush is like, it's addictive. Like, I can't wait to do another show.
Yes.
How do you remember your lines? I really admire that you can do that, because I have a script and a teleprompter.
Well, sometimes we don't. So we improvise,
Right.
and
we
we
make a
just
lot of eye contact. kind of like feed off the, okay, somebody's supposed to come in and say something, but we get by. We get by.
Right,
Yeah.
and then working with each other for months has provided us that comfort level with each other, and we
Yeah,
feed off
really
each other's
bonded.
energy. So sometimes
Yes.
we'll forget a line and we'll just
Yes.
feed off the other person.
So acting is something you'd like to continue with more of.
Definitely for
Yeah.
What's it
me.
like working with Lavigne?
She's
Oh,
great.
wow. She is so talented. You know, she makes you feel so
Absolutely.
at ease, so comfortable. I love working with her.
Lavigne's a powerhouse. She's so creative, and she just is so inspiring.
Yes.
She forces us to follow our dreams, right?
Yes, yes. And she knows what she wants, and when she wants it, we do what she wants to keep her happy.
Yes.
You graduated from Seton Hall University. Was this a dream of yours then, or is it a dream that I heard you had wanted to be a newswoman like me?
Well, I'm actually in my last semester of getting my MBA, and I said that when I was a little girl, it was my dream to be a newswoman, an anchor woman. And if my mom's watching, she's gonna be like, yeah! But it definitely was. And I mean, it's an endeavor that I would pursue if the opportunity presented itself for me. So.
What would you say to people, Mildred, who want to pursue their dreams at any age?
Any age, at my age, go for it. I could not believe or put myself that I would ever see myself doing something like this. When this came about, something just says do it, and I'm doing it, and I'm enjoying every bit of it. I just love my character.
As you can see, she can't snap out of it.
I was going to say, would you like to recite a line for us?
Oh.
Go ahead, Dr. Pryor.
Ooh, my name is Dr. Pryor. I'm a first lady. You must come and see my show.
Yes, Della, you have to come see us.
On Mildred. Thank you so much, Christine and Mildred. I appreciate talking to both of
Thank you.
Can't wait to
Thank
see you on
you.
stage.
Yes.
It's a
Thank
fun
you.
play. Next, we will chat with two more actors from Pearls. We are back with more cast members from the stage production Pearls. Melissa Wallace is a native of Essex County. She plays Ezra Sanders, an overpossessive tyrant. Eric McKenzie is a native of Patterson. He plays Deacon Bradley, the obtrusive deacon. I love these characters. Welcome.
Yes. Hi, how are you?
Yes.
Good. Tell me about each of them, respectively.
Well, I am Ezra Sanders. Ezra is an interesting character. She's drama-filled, over the top. When she comes into the room is hers.
She owns it.
And she is very, she's humorous. She has a couple of different levels to her, but the drama just seems to catapult everything about Ezra, which makes her a very interesting and diverse character.
Do you see any of you in Ezra?
Yes.
Okay. What
Yes.
parts would they be?
I'm prone to dramatics. Like at times, my family, my friends, they definitely know me for my dramatic sense and my sense of humor. So I can use a lot of those characters with Ezra because it allows me to come out of my shell even more sometimes. So I like Ezra a lot. I like Ezra a lot.
They must love watching you act out on stage then.
Oh yeah, humorous. Very. Yeah, I'm sure. I've been told I'm a rioter, so I like it. I love the character.
Do you love your character as well?
Oh, I love my character. It's all me.
Uh-oh.
I tell you, it's I play the deacon, and basically it's just what I do every day. I love to keep people laughing. I've been known to, even as a child, that's all I've done was crack jokes, get involved, basically be the nosy deacon. And
The nosy deacon.
And stir up the confusion, which is what I do. I stir up the confusion and get everybody riled up. And then, you know.
Is there an inner comedian in there too?
Definitely is, always. And I throw the humor in there, get them all excited, and I can guarantee you will laugh.
Now, this is your first experience on stage as well.
Yes.
What's that like for you?
At first, when she first asked, I was like, okay. I never saw myself as an actress or anything like that. And but going through the process, it was, just step by step, a lot of prayer, a lot of, just mental meditation, just trying to work your way through it, trying to get in touch with your characters. Because in the beginning, it was kind of hard for me to peg where I needed to be with Ezra. But then when I got to that point where I realized where I needed to be, I was good from there. So just a lot of prayer and but it's an exhilarating experience. I really have to say now that I've done it, and it's just awesome.
Well, for me, this is like my second or third. production that I was in. I've done Pearlie, and I've done another play, Loving Him Is Killing Me. And it's been a while in between all of those productions, but to bring this one back, I was honored and shocked because it's been a while since I've done this. And when Laveen asked me to be a part of it, there was no. I couldn't say no. I had to say yes right away. I gave her my commitment. And I was there. I didn't believe I was going to learn my lines because I was sitting there and saying, I can't do this, I can't do this. But I applied myself, and I went back to doing this, and I can do all things.
Ooh, thank you for that inspirational note. Melissa, Eric, it's been great chatting with the two of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
You're going to inspire and motivate so many people, you two.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to find out more about the guest on today's program and the stage production and film Pearls, log on to my Facebook page, Twitter, or news12.com. I'm Dela Cruz, New Jersey. The spotlight is on you and all of these fabulous cast members we have had today. Thank you for joining us.